we've got a tricky one, and I'm wondering how do we get rid of the hardened cement on the tiles, especially on the external tiles, the rustic tiles, the porch tiles. We need to get rid of that hardened cement and really give the tiles a fantastic clean, bring them up to brand new standard, which I'm told by both cleaning companies that it can be done. Hi family, welcome to AsherGad channel, making Africa home again, one family at a time. First of all, always as usual, we'd like to thank every single person who supports us via Patreon and PayPal, and to all our wonderful and amazing subscribers. Love for the love as always, and it is appreciated. So today's video is really mainly about post-construction deep clean, and we'll also give you an update on the ongoing works at the moment, which is mainly focused on the pavement blocks as well as the gardening as well. So Gad is getting very excited, so am I, because really and truthfully it is the garden that is going to bring out the beauty of the compound, or I guess the garden and the pavement blocks. So we're all getting quite excited with what's happening right now, and we're looking forward to the complete transformation. So let's get straight into it. So obviously, as we get closer and closer to moving in, the deep clean is very necessary, because our place is quite dusty. We live in a developing area. The roads are not tarred, so there's quite a lot of dust coming through. Not as much as it used to be since we put the gate up, but there's still quite a bit of dust that has accumulated after a while. So we need to deal with that situation. So I've been out talking to 2 different companies to try and gauge how much it costs, how they clean, how long they'll take to clean, and just to get that sorted out as soon as possible as well, because we need to get moving, definitely get moving. So there are a few concerns. I'm sharing some pictures on your screen right now. Different artisans have worked and have been generally okay, but not necessarily been all too careful in terms of cleaning up their mess or minimizing mess. So we've got a lot of sort of paint on doors, paint on the window frames, paint on the walls, paint where it shouldn't be really. So that all needs to be removed. We've got a tricky one, and I'm wondering how do we get rid of the hardened cement on the tiles, especially on the external tiles, the rustic tiles, the porch tiles. We need to get rid of that hardened cement and really give the tiles a fantastic clean, bring them up to brand new standard, which I'm told by both cleaning companies that it can be done. Okay, we need to get rid of all the dust in the house. I'm concerned about the dust because we don't want to get that into our chest. Everything has to go. And these 2 companies, there's one of them that uses a dust blower, which I'm happy about, because the last thing I want is a cleaner coming along aggressively cleaning the mosquito net with so much aggression and ending up breaking it. So I'm happy that one of the 2, they use a dust blower just to blow the dust out of the net rather. So that is great. It's another concern. We've also got quite a bit of dirt on the walls. Oh yes, obviously we've done our internal painting, but in some localized areas there are hand marks, and it's gonna a few areas are gonna be brown here and there. But that's the good thing about using emulsion paint. It's a water-based emulsion paint. It can easily be removed even without repainting. All you got to do is use a bit of soap and then a little bit of scrubbing, and you're back to brand new. So they will do that as well. So I'm still speaking to both companies. As you know, if you are a long subscriber, I always get at least 2 quotations. If I have time, 3. Assess them both, make my choice based on knowledge, experience, cost, and how they interact with me. This is how I vet every single sort of subcontractor that we use. I vet at least 2 or 3 so that I can get what I feel is the best value for our money in terms of experience, cost, availability, and the rest of it. So I've assessed them both as usual. They both went, the companies are called, one was called Edna Cleaning, the other one was called Neeks Cleaning. They both made individual site visits. Okay, took them around, asked them questions as usual. You know, how are you going to deal with the hardened cement? How are you going to deal with the paint on the doors? You know, because really you want to make sure that who you're employing knows what they're talking about, and they know how to deal with your problem to give you what you want and the solution that you need. Okay. I also asked how many days they would take. One said 4 days, the other said 3 days, and I asked how many days they would take and how many people they would use. Now, my reasoning for asking that is when they turn around and give me a quote later on, I'm going to have in the back of my mind, you said you're going to use a certain number of people for a certain number of days. I know what the day rate is for a cleaner, so therefore I have an idea of what your budget cost should be. Okay, at least in labor, not necessarily equipment, but I have at least in labor, and I can use that as the basis of my negotiation. Okay, so bear that in mind as well. You can't get it all right because you don't know how much the equipment costs, but at least there is you can start at the right base and then work up from there, rather than somebody taking the piss and giving you some ridiculous quotation because they feel you're from the diaspora or whatever the case may be. Now, so looked at both quotations from Edna Cleaning. They came back with a cost of 4,650 Ghana cedis. Okay, price in pounds and dollars on your screen. Okay, not bad. I managed to negotiate that down to 4,000 Ghana cedis. Okay, using the same technique I just talked about. Okay, then the second company, Nix, they came back with a quotation of about 4,500 Ghana cedis. So you can see they're all around the same ballpark. So I knew that both companies are really giving me a reasonable cost. So Nix were at 4,500 Ghana cedis. But I preferred Nix. I preferred them. I preferred the guy who came, preferred his knowledge, preferred the way he answered my questions, and he seemed to know what he was talking about. So by the 4,500 cedis, I managed to negotiate it down to, I think we finally agreed at 3,500 cedis. Yeah, so the Edna's at 4,000, Nix is at 3,500. But I believe Nix seems to know what they're talking about. I like their quotation a bit more. It's detailed. It tells me exactly what they're going to do, the equipment they're going to use, and Nix were also able to answer my questions very well. As number one, how are you going to get rid of the hardened cement on my tiles? And very, very good answer. They said they showed me, in fact, it's coming up on your screen. There's a particular acid. They use a particular acid on external tiles to soften the cement, and then they just scrape it off. Right? So it's acid treatment that will remove all the cement. Then they have scrubbers. They have floor scrubbers with brushes, which will clean all your tiles and bring them back to when you bought them brand new. Or so I've been promised. So that is my expectation. So that's a good answer. In terms of all the paint in the wrong places on the window frames, outside and inside, they're gonna get rid of all of them, clean that all spick and span, and they'll use a thinner. He said a thinner to get rid of all the paint. Okay, which is also makes a lot of sense. So basically, we got 4,000 cedis negotiated with Edna and 3,500 negotiated with Nix cleaning companies. So I've pretty much decided to go for Nix. I'll let you know if that's definite over the coming videos. And I'll need to pay 40% as a deposit at some point. I think we want him to do it in a week or two. So 40% in as a deposit, and then 60% on completion, after completion and inspection. Okay, and well, I believe they'll do a good job. Let's hope they're as good as they sound, and well, you guys will see the result when they are finished with the cleaning. One other thing is, whilst we will have them, the cleaning is more focused on the internal of the house. There will be some cleaning on the external in terms of the doors and the windows, and obviously external porch tiles, but that's pretty much it. The reason being, when we do the external painting of the house, even though I'm going to do my best to make sure these external painters don't sort of drop paint everywhere on my tiles again, it's likely that there will be one or two elements of paint, so the cleaners will have to come back and address the external probably again. Okay, but since we're looking to move in, the internal house cleaning is the most important. We have to get that cleaned, and and so that we're breathing nice, fresh, clean air. Okay, hope that perfectly makes sense. I'm sure it does. So now, just before I move on to the pavement blocks, let's just go for a quick break, and I'll be back, and then I'll give you an update on the pavement blocking. Are you looking to build your dream home in Ghana, or are you building already? Would you benefit from regular site visits to monitor your building and receive regular progress reports? Well, if that's the case, and that's you, look no further. AsherGad Consultancy at your service. We offer the following services: electrical design, construction monitoring inspections, site progress reports, consultation for all items MEP, witnessing of testing and commissioning, periodic snagging, vetting of specialist subcontractors. We also report site activities to you to hopefully help you spend your money efficiently and much, much more. Get in contact for your building needs. Details on the screen. AsherGad Consultancy, making Africa home again, one family at a time. Welcome back, guys. So pavement blocking, I talked about pavement blocking versus tiles versus reinforced concrete in my previous 2 videos. Actually, if you haven't watched those videos, please click up here to watch the first one, and the second one I did an update. I think that was my previous video. Click up here again to watch that one. You can watch both of them, where I talked about these 3 different types of landscaping in comparison. So we've finally chosen to use pavement blocks. Before I go any further, I want to make a correction, a bit of a correction. In my last video, if you haven't watched it, click up here. I made a comparison in cost about making the blocks on site versus purchasing the blocks from a manufacturer, if you like. And I made a bit of error in my numbers, so just to correct it now, 34,446 Ghana cedis. It was my total cost for making the blocks on site, materials, labor, everything. Now, if I'm to purchase the blocks from the company directly, it's 2 cedis a block, and that worked out as 52,100 Ghana cedis for the blocks alone, because we need 26,050 pavement blocks. So I have 52,100. Then all I need to add to that is my damp-proof membrane, which was 1,640, and my labor, 6,520 Ghana cedis. So that gives me a total of about 60,260 Ghana cedis. Not the 86,000 I mentioned in the other video. So that was a mistake. So I added the cement bags again by mistake. So what we have is making your own blocks on site, 34,446 Ghana cedis. Purchasing the blocks and having them installed on site, 60,260 Ghana cedis. So still, quite a significant cost difference. What's that cost difference? That's 26,000 cedis as a cost difference, £2,600 as a cost difference, which is quite significant. 3,500 USD. That is a significant cost difference. And I still conclude that I'd rather make them on site and inspect and just do my own quality controls, obviously. And somebody made a very good comment, and shout out to that person about quality control. That is correct. But I'm using a guy who I know his work. He's done my curbs. He did my uncle's pavement blocks, and they're very good. So I have a good recommendation that way. And I'm going to inspect as well myself as they go along. Make sure they're doing the curing properly, which is my real concern, to make sure that the blocks harden correctly. So I'll do my best and to get that, to make sure it's done correctly. All right. So hopefully that addresses that. I'm trying to think. I think there was another question from somebody regarding the pavement blocks. Yes. Somebody also talked about, instead of using damp-proof membrane, why don't you use some sort of land fabric which has holes in it for drainage. And now we have sloped the land such that the drainage all connects to our drainage systems at the back. Okay, and what we're going to have is we have normal damp-proof membrane. They will actually lay the quarry dust on the damp-proof membrane as a base to prevent all the weeds from coming up, as well as the sheet itself. Then the blocks will be interlocked together as well to make them as firm as possible with each other. Okay, after which the quarry dust will be sprayed on the surface to fill any gaps, and then it will be absolutely solid. You can't even take it out. In terms of rainfall and flooding, I don't think there's any issues there because of the slope that we have in the land back to connect to our drainage pipe work as we have designed it to. So we're pretty pretty much happy with that. So now, video on your screen, guys, showing you the 3 men. Remember in the previous video, I talked about you need at least a minimum of 3 guys to make your pavement blocks, and this video shows you exactly what I was talking about. Okay, it's almost like making fufu. You have to get the rhythm right. This is like a dance with rhythm. If you mess up, it's like almost like pounding fufu. Yeah, but the red, are you putting enough red on that thing?
Yes.
I want it to be red though. Okay. All right, guys, the final part of this video, I want to talk about the garden. The garden is also exciting. God is so excited, you know. So am I, you know, because at the end of the day, the house is a lump or block of concrete and cement, but it's the garden. It's the garden, it's the grass, it's the greenery, it's the beautiful colors, the roses, you know, the bougainvillea, the palm trees, the coconuts. Is the nature that will really bring out the beauty of the house. The garden area, in addition to the pavement block when it's finished, you know, in addition to the external paint of the house, will really bring out the beauty of the house. So we're really focusing on that, taking our time. The garden, the pavement blocking should be, all the pavement blocks should be made in 3 weeks and installed in 2 weeks. So after 5 weeks, the pavement should be done for you guys to see. The garden is also progressing in a similar fashion as well. The painting of the exterior house that will come after all that is complete. So that's at least 2 or 3 months away before we do that. We want everybody to be cleared off site before that happens. Anyway, so I'm sharing this video on your screen. Let's hear from the lady herself. Let's hear from Gad, and let's see what she thinks of her garden and what her plans are. Let's see what she has to say. So, Chris, so are you happy with your garden so far? The progress of your garden so far?
Yeah, so far so good. The gardener said I could plant my sunflowers. Yeah.
Over there?
Yeah, I got some sunflowers I bought from London, so I'm going to plant them over there. Yeah, and I've got some other plants as well. Actually, there are loads, I can't quite remember what they all are. But yes, I'm going to start planting them over there.
Okay.
Yes.
Watch yourself. It's very muddy. This is why we need the pavement blocks. It's very muddy and sticky. Slippery as well. Yes.
Over there, we are going to have the, obviously not vegetables, but like sweet corn. It's going to be a sweet corn farm, and some plantains and bananas, and maybe yam. And,
Cassava.
Yeah, and yeah, other herbs, I would say, over there.
Okay.
Yes, but
Herbs? I thought the herbs are on this side.
but he said I could plant my herbs.
This side is this. I thought the gardener was saying this side is for the vegetables. That's why he's doing beds.
Oh, okay,
he's doing beds for us.
Okay,
but in the other side where laid all that black soil is for the heavy stuff: plantain, bananas,
yeah.
sweet corn.
Yeah.
But the
So I think
vegetable,
it helps, yeah.
exactly.
It wouldn't go there.
It wouldn't
would
go
it?
in there. No.
Yeah.
The herbs are
The
this part.
tuberous plants.
Yes,
Beans
yes,
and then corn.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet corn and rest. But
Yeah.
the vegetables, vegetable farm is here.
Yeah, because according to the guy, he said you have to walk around
Yeah, to tend when you're tending for it.
Yeah,
Yes.
tending for it, so you have a space to walk.
Yes.
Because of vegetables, the way they grow, they just
Exactly.
cover everywhere.
A bit like an allotment in the UK. You have
Yeah,
allotment.
like an allotment. So I got some flies. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Quite a few of them. Yeah.
So yeah, and that's really nice. I'll be able to walk around and plant. And so actually, my sister got me some vegetables, vegetable seeds, ugu seeds, which I'm looking forward to planting those. So I will do that over there, and herbs as well.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah, this is the planting season in Ghana
Yeah.
right now. I think it's the rainy season.
Yes.
So you need to get. Yeah, I'm gonna do legumes as well.
Legumes, okay.
Yes.
Well, beans. That's beans, right?
Yes, actually, I got some black beans.
Right. Okay.
Seeds. Yeah, I'm gonna
Right.
do
Okay.
that.
Okay.
And pumpkins as well.
Yeah, pumpkin seeds. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that over there.
Okay. Awesome. 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 Yes, it's coming on nice and gradually. It takes a while. It takes a while. But I'm just glad they're doing the pavement blocking because it's really messy here. All right. Awesome. Hey guys. Yes. Well, that's the garden. It's taking a while, but we're getting there. We give all the praise, all the glory to the Most High Yehovah, really. We've come far, and it's just amazing. 18 months in, 18 months from when the first spade went into the ground. It's been a fast-paced project, which we had to do for various reasons, for personal reasons, and basically, I mean, it's now time to really get into our home and continue our lives, and obviously continue bringing you content as well. Now, obviously, with moving fast, there are pros and cons of moving fast. Obviously, when you move very fast, obviously, you can make one or two errors here and there, but that is fine. We're happy with our result, and gladly I'm in construction, so I'm able to see most things, which is great. Okay, now I've had a lot of emails. People send me their drawings to design. People want me to go into their projects. So it's coming soon, guys. Keep praying for me. It's coming soon. But we'll be launching AsherGad consultancy very, very soon. Plan is to start from the 1st of June this year. Okay, we're consulting for the diaspora, offering a multitude of services, as you saw in the advert earlier on. So we'll be getting that on track soon to service the needs of everyone who is asking for it. All right. In addition to the consultancy, please, all people keep on asking me where are the ebooks? Where are the ebook links? So in every single video going forward, I'll put the ebook links in the description. Okay, the link to all the ebooks is in the description, along with the video that goes with the ebook. Okay, so just look into the description and you'll see the ebook and the video, so that you can purchase it if you want to. All right, guys, as usual, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification button so you always be aware when AsherGad upload a new video for your educational viewing pleasure. So from Gad, it's Kemis here, and for me, guys, Yebeshia. See you next time.